Okay. Well, I mean, he came out and said, I think he said no problem, and then he went right back to celebrating his win. So there was a few things I was supposed to touch on into the intro, but just like a late interview, you gotta get right into it and roll with the punches. So if you didn't see the title of the show, of course you all know we had to do the recap of the fight from this last week, but it's the end of the year. We got to talk about our best ofs. If you watched the last episode, we kind of touched on a few of who we thought, and now we're gonna give you our final results. If you're in the boxing chat, you all voted, and we appreciate you all for putting your votes in and keeping the conversation going. But you may like a few of the switch ups that we had here. So I think how we should do this, fellas, is I know we got knockout, trainer, fighter of the year, boxer of the year, prospect, and upset. Should we save the knockout for last, or should we get the entertainment going with the knockout first?
No, let's do the knockout for last.
Okay. So with that being said, and if you don't know, now you know we're gonna move these around a little bit. I'm gonna do some fixes playing while it's in the air. We're gonna start off with trainer of the year. Now we all know where my biasness goes, and we're gonna touch on this later in the episode as well. But we got to talk about trainer of the year. And as a community, we came together and we voted. Ricky, who's the trainer of the year?
Bomac. Gotta give it to him again. Um, Come on, he got Keyshawn, who's fighting for a title coming up this upcoming year. Crawford dominated his fight at 154, transition from the weight class. He has another fighter tied. What's the other fighter name?
We got Nelson who's fighting Pacheco next year.
Yep.
When he win that fight, get a chance to go for a belt. He also got I can't remember the Spanish guy. I can't remember his name right now.
But overall, Bomac, honestly, his fighters and you can see him as trainer in general is staying busy. A lot of his fighters are advancing. They you can tell he trains well because these are champion fighters. So gotta give it to him again this year because all his fighters been active, and all his fighters progressing, and they all champions.
Okay. So with that being said, from in the red corner, trainer of the year.
2 time.
2 time, Bomac.
So Bowman, you know that mean you gotta come back, man. You gotta run it back. You gotta run it back. I can't wait to do that episode. I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining, but I'm ready for it. And with that being said, we went from trainer. From trainer, you got to talk about what the trainer does in the ring. He helps the fight. He predicts the fight. Probably sees it just a little bit. So we got to talk about best fight of the year. Ty, best fight of the year.
Best fight of the year. We gave it to Artur Beterbiev and Bivol. The robbery.
What?
Yo.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. So look, those who are watching, you know, Better Biv is still the champion. Whatever is will be a robbery. We have part two gonna happen in February 22nd. So we can see if it was a robbery. But again, if you go back and watch that fight, please do because I would like people comments to think who won that fight between Dimitri Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev. That fight, hands down, was poetry in motion. If you really want to get an understanding of boxing, or you want to really get an understanding of technique and skill in boxing, please watch that fight. Hands down, 2024 best fight of the year. Despite what Ty's saying, a robbery, Arthur Beterbiev won that. They gave it to him. I watched that fight. In my opinion, I still think Arthur won. I watched that fight in slow motion. You know, I don't know what Ty was saying.
That's all
Ty,
Robert. That's all Robert.
I was waiting for after you said all that, Ricky, about if you want to watch, poetry in motion, you want to watch boxing, you want to learn the sweet science of boxing. I was waiting for Ty to say the sweet science of robbery. I was just waiting for every time you were saying so. I was like, Ty gonna say something about that robbery.
nah, that fight right there, that fight. At first glance, I'm agree with Ty. At first glance, I thought it was until I actually went back and watched it. It definitely was too close. It definitely was too close, and Arthur pulled out for the win. Now, The next time is not gonna be too close though, Ty. He gonna knock
I
him
know.
out.
We're all gonna
Let's go
destroy him.
to the next category because
Hold on, hold on, hold
Bivol
on,
gonna get
hold on,
knocked out.
hold on. We gotta do it right. We gotta do it right. So again, hold on. I gotta bring it back
You
up.
said I
Gotta
thought
bring it back up.
Bivol won. Oh
Yep,
no,
yep.
come on
Hold
now,
on.
Dave.
Before you go back. So best fight of the year is what, Ricky?
Arthur Better Bid versus Dimitri Bivol, and
Biggest
it
robbery.
wasn't a robbery. The best fight of the year.
Oh man, I love
Poetry in
them.
motion. You know what? You know how they got Rumble in the Jungle and all the different names of it. This fight need to be named Poetry in Motion.
What do you say on coming to me? There
Yeah,
they
matter of
go.
fact, I
There they
named the
go.
fight Poetry in Motion.
Should be called How to Rob a Man. How to Rob a Man.
How to rock.
How to steal a fight for dummies. All right, we can't big the man up and kill a fight. All right, all right, all right, all right. So next up, we got boxer of the year, Ricky.
Box of the year, hands down. We gotta give it to him. Is Alexander Usyk. Boxer of the year. There's no brainer, especially him beating Tyson Fury twice. He's definitely boxer of the year. He has showed tremendous
Wait on
skill and great footwork. You gotta give it to him.
it.
Yeah, I agree. He got undisputed this year. He could have got undisputed, but they took that belt from him, which is kind of weird. But yeah.
Yeah.
So and then he beat the man that beat the man that beat the man.
Mm-hmm.
Fury, who never lost, and beat him twice. And the first time he beat him, it was kind of close, but the second time he beat him wasn't close at all to me. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So right, I said we're gonna get right to it. They all up in the comments. They
He said it
saying.
was close.
I think you're talking about the robbery in motion. I mean,
Oh, poetry in motion.
poetry in motion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
but who you had though? Who did you have?
Yeah,
Please
better be yeah.
let us. He had Better Bill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Now that's what I'm talking. Look, give me some. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna roll right into. Of course, you got boxer of the year. A lot of people in the chat they said Dubois. So again, if you are in the boxing chat, we put up a vote, and the poll did go out. But again, the big three had to vote as well. So now we got prospect of the year. Adula Mason. Tell me about this, Ty.
Oh, this one was easy. One, you had a lot of prospects lose this year, so that knocked them out of there. Two, he fought like 4 or 5 fights this year and knocked them all out. So, and three, who else can you pick? Really?
Well, I mean, there's some people there, but the thing is, with him, what stand out with him is that again, 5 fights in 1 year. That's a lot. And then 5 fights by 5 knockouts. That's a lot. His fights didn't even. I don't even think his fights went over 3 rounds. I can't even recall. I don't think it went over 3 rounds.
The last one?
But the last one,
Actually,
maybe
I think the
four,
last one did.
five,
that's what 2, I think. 2 or 3.
Did
maybe 3, because
Okay.
he got knocked down twice.
Yeah. He got knocked down twice early and then he finished it after that.
So hands down, I gotta give the young boy. Also, even fighting his last fight, being knocked down, showing that he is human, but he still can bounce back and win the fight and adapt. Also going through that this year, winning 5 fights total. Like he's hungry. Gotta give it to him. Honestly, I wanted to give it to him last year, but I didn't see enough. So this year, I definitely it proved the potential I seen in him the year before. So I want to give it to him and his family. Definitely his family in his corner. I want to say his father is deep in his corner. His corner is locked in, and it shows in his performance. So prospect of the year, Abdullah Mason, well deserved. He definitely got a promising future in the sport.
He didn't have one fight that went 4 rounds, but that's only
That
one.
was the last one, right?
No, that was like the second one of the year.
Second one, okay.
Yeah.
What mom say, of course, that's right. Ricky's now listening to me, so he's also right. See, there you go. There you go.
Tabby caught Tyrone the other day. I mean, not too long ago.
Even the
Hmm.
homeless dog gets a steak once in a while, bro.
Oh, okay.
Now, that was a good one. I like that one. I
That,
like that
that,
one.
that, yeah, I don't know. He Googled that one.
Nah, that was so good that might have been upset of the year on in the red corner right there. That might have been it. So we got to talk about the upset of the year. And we already said we already knew who got the votes for box of the year. But we also got to talk about what really an upset.
Yeah.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
sleep numbers. It was a lot of sleep numbers in that fight. But Ricky, tell me about this upset of the year.
This upset the year. You would think Anthony Joshua had a lot of potential. I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot of potential. A lot of he would have learned from his mistakes, and this fight proved that he didn't. He just convert back to old ways, and this was a big upset. So Dubois, I'm saying his name right, Dubois,
Yep.
right? Daniel Dubois.
Wow.
Yep.
Uh, when he got that KO, man, it's this look like the same mistake he that AJ makes. So definitely an upset of the year because I definitely thought AJ was going to win that fight.
Yeah, I 100% agree with definitely upset of the year. And plus, it was two upsets. AJ was upset, and the fight was upset. So it was
And
two
who was
upsets.
upset?
AJ.
Okay.
I would say a few of them uppercuts, but I ain't because man, he was back there doing the little
But one
wait,
thing,
they don't love you like what?
but one thing people need to worry about, especially when if Parker, even though side note, if Parker get fights, Daniel Dubois, that power is insane.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, but Zane got power too.
Zane got power too, but Dubois is faster than Zane
Yeah, but I think that
and
Parker's
timing.
corner going. They got a plan. Trust me, they got a
So
plan.
you remember Dubois knocked out AJ out based on timing, not his speed though.
Based on time, and then AJ not protecting himself.
Yeah.
AJ choreographing some shots.
Yeah.
But we can see because don't get me wrong. I don't know who to pick because again, we got the bar power and then you got Parker's skill set. And I do want us to go with the boxer, and that would be Parker. But the bar seemed like he just need to land one punch. But we can say that for another topic because I think Ty might, not agree on that. Who knows?
Come on, Parker, same last name.
Okay.
Say that. Hold on. So you said pop. Yeah. We'll talk about that another time because I
Yeah.
started thinking about a whole nother fight, and we'll talk about that fighter later. But this topic here, and of course, a lot of people will say knockout of the year. Oh, that's an easy pick, but then you got to think about the entirety of the year. And shout out to Ty and my YouTube algorithm for saying, "Hey, bro, hold up, you done forgot something." So we got to talk about the knockout of the year, and it's who, Ricky? Because I don't know these names. I know H2O.
I'm gonna give it a tie. That's tie. That's tie knockout of the
Body,
year.
body versus H2O. Jeez.
That's hilarious when you actually pronounce it like that because it looked like his body hit the H2O. Now we got a quick highlight for you all if you don't remember this knockout of the year. So make sure y'all watch this quick because YouTube like the YouTube in their boxing clips. I just want y'all to be prepared. So here we go. I gotta make sure it's on mute too because I don't want copyright infringement. And go. That's one. Like a fish out of water.
Man.
Bow.
Mm.
Bow.
Jeez.
And it was 3 clean shots, hands to your shoulder, hands hands to his hips. Like what the hey, that was a white chalk, yellow tape. Oh my stars.
He didn't even see the two come. Oh my goodness.
And almost that was one of the ones that was almost neck to neck of being the upset of the year as well. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
That fight, no one expected that guy to come in and knock him out like that. And yeah, the accuracy,
Now you something
yeah.
Asian. He said night night. It was more than night night. That
No,
was
that was more than night. That was a bedtime story. That was everything, man. Man, sleep aid. That was the 69-degree temperature. Everything you need to go to sleep.
what? What's the degrees you sleep at?
69.
All right, this is a
Jeez.
family show. Talk about hey, Tony, come on now.
Hold up. Go back. Go back.
You got 3 seconds, Ricky. Hurry up. 1, 2, 3.
Y'all messed up. Y'all laughing something dude get knocked out. I ain't laughing anymore.
Nah, I'm not laughing at the knockout. I'm laughing at the comments about the knockout. Like,
Okay.
ooh, I love YouTube, man. I love our
That was
Rufus
a
little
good one
family,
though.
man.
Hey, that was a good one.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all are turned up in the comments right now. So those right there. Hold up, we got upset of you. We got one more. No, we did upset. Knockout.
Yeah, we did it
Yeah, we
already.
did
Yep,
upset.
yep. I'm looking at my notes. Sorry, it was opposite of what I got over here on the right hand side. I feel like I need to take that night, but not like that though. Now we talked about our awards. We talked about the recap. The year's over. Everyone was going to do a top 10. Some people want to do top 100. Now we got to do our top 5. We should have did 4. Now that I think about it, because
Now
it's pound.
5 would be elite.
Only because it said pound for pound. See, I was just thinking of marketing, but we gotta do our top 5 pound for pound list. Now, if anyone has any issues with this top 5 pound for pound list, the in underscore the red corner, the social media name is right there. You can hit us up there. Ricky, we gonna start from 5 and work our way up, or we gonna go 1 on down?
Let's go 1